It's a better day, just you and me.
Did you watch that
you seen the documentary?
I want to.
Welcome to the Full Charge Power Hour. I'm Matt Fulcheron. I'm here with Craig Coleman. I'm here with Mike Black.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/The Full Charge. Give us some money. Give us $1. Give us $1.50, $2, $600, $9,000 a month. You know you got it. You know you got it. The economy's good. Inflation is a bitch.
What do they get at the $900 level?
At $9,000, we'll come to your house and talk to you for an hour a week.
Come hang out.
Personally.
I'll take you to lunch with your money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll clear like 8,965.
Yeah.
8,965. I can't believe how busy I am for someone who's unemployed. Like I drove to Santa Monica today, this morning, to do some writing with somebody I'm writing something with.
Mm-hmm.
Then got on the 405 to come here. It's crazy. I almost got in. How often do you think you almost get in a car wreck in Los Angeles?
Dude, I think I've seen
In a week?
In a day. Let's
in
go
a day at least 3 times.
Yeah.
Where I nearly kill someone, or someone nearly kills me, or I nearly kill someone on a bike.
Right.
At least.
Yeah.
Hey, the bike guys, that's their own fucking
Yeah.
Russian roulette right
That's
there.
their own misery, but then it's your own legal situation.
I mean,
But the problem is you kill one of them.
it just
And
it
they
depends
were
where they're
dropping
riding.
off puppies to the blind. He was the sweetest guy that ever lived. Everyone loved him. And the son of a bitch came out of nowhere
That's
and
it.
just mowed him down in cold blood.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's always that because they're dead. They don't have to defend
And
themselves.
you can't really
Yeah.
keep driving these days because there's too many ring cameras.
That's right. That's exactly too
Yeah,
And-
a lot
and
of cameras out there.
Even if the judge is like, all right, you're innocent, you still, like, you ever say something wrong at a party and you're trying to fall asleep and you go, oh, I shouldn't have said that. now it's I should have
I
not
killed
driven
that
through
guy.
that yellow
I
light.
shouldn't have ran that.
That one's on me.
I really wish I wouldn't have ran that guy down. Huh?
How much longer is this life?
Yeah.
Why won't somebody hit me?
I'm going to start riding a bike, and the chain continues forever.
I find that, like, no matter, it's always when I'm changing a lane, there's always somebody else changing
Yes.
a lane.
Yep. Everyone wants to do the exact same thing, but badly. You know.
And also, nobody will, if you're trying to get out of your exit, nobody will let you over.
No.
They'll just keep like one car space open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to cruise in there and just hope for the best. You're looking in the mirror. You're looking in front of you. Looking in the mirror. You're looking in front of you. You're hitting the brake right at the. It's surgery.
It is.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be. They should just let you to fuck over.
It's not, especially if you're in like the first lane or the second lane on the freeway. Those lanes are all about letting people in, and there are people that
in this goddamn
I'm
town.
convinced they drive in that lane just for the power of fucking other people over.
Yeah.
And going, no, you have to get past me if you want in.
Yeah, my wife calls them regulators.
Yeah, this is what I can control in my life.
Yeah.
This lane.
Especially like Washington State. We noticed when we moved there, you'd be humming along in that left lane and some jerk would be like,
Nope.
get in front of you. We're all driving the speed limit now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I want to follow you home and take your life.
Yeah.
That's me. I drive about 5 miles over the speed limit, but I never go in the fast lane.
Yeah.
There you
So-
go.
You know your role.
Right. Outside,
You know where you
I'm a
belong.
middle lane kind of guy. Across the board. Let's face it.
And I will admit,
I'm mid-level
Yeah.
on just about anything you
no,
can
you
name.
are. You're a great person. I always say that about Matt. I'm like, no, Matt's a good guy.
Yeah, he's
and they're
a good
like, well,
dude.
why do you say that? I go, because I'm not.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
I'm around people that are good people, I know when I'm around good people.
Well, I'm driving past Philly to go to Atlantic City from Maryland, and there's a guy in a goddamn Mustang. There's no chill person in a Mustang.
That's
There's
Never.
always somebody.
hard facts.
You know, they get out of the car, you look at what they're wearing, you go, oh, you don't have any appointments. What the fuck's wrong with you? But when they're in the car, they're just on your ass. And I wasn't in the fast lane.
Yeah.
And I start going like this.
Yeah. Like
Go
get to the
around,
fast lane
bro.
where you belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This motherfucker did that thing, and I knew he was going to do it. He pulled up next to me, starts giving me the bird, and then he
boy.
does a thing where they almost scrapes your bumper
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get in front of you just to show you.
Side
They're like,
swiping.
hey, I could kill us both.
Right.
That is the thing in LA is that most people aren't driving to get from A to B. They're driving to teach everyone else a lesson. They just want to show, no, you're doing it wrong and I'm doing it right. When I was riding with you on the way up to,
Yeah.
Where'd we go?
We went to
Where do you
Bakersfield.
live? Bakersfield.
Where you live?
Where do you
Your hometown
live?
I never heard of? That I was just there 2 weeks ago?
Forget about it. I don't remember. It was, but on the way there, I was like, Matt should be nominated for fucking sainthood the way he's handling this
telling
traffic on the way up. Because I would definitely be in the fast lane that
Yeah,
whole time
right.
and would have been a dick about it to everybody
Yeah.
all the way.
That's who I am.
yeah.
Well, that's where the
I am a shitty driver.
That's where the 8 p.m. leave time makes sense.
You gotta leave early.
I just leave
Yeah.
early and chill the fuck out because
That's much smarter than what I do.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was at work, and I told these people, like, I have a comedy show, which
Yeah.
everybody was excited about.
Yeah, they were all over
Because, you know,
the
you
moon
work
about
in
it.
the film industry, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you're not going to just be one of us on set one day? They're like, please, for the love of God, can one of us get out of here
Yeah, take us
and,
with you.
and
Yeah.
do their goddamn dream?
yes, somebody.
Yeah.
Did they all buy you a car and tell you what a good
No.
car it is? And
Not
everything?
at all. Because I'm back on set the next day.
Yeah, that's the
It's
thing.
early morning. They're like, "How was your show?" I go, "It was so fucking good." And they're like, "Cool, dude, because today's probably gonna suck balls."
That's what I said when I got off stage on a week and a half ago. Mm-hmm. We all had a great set.
Great
we all
set.
had, which made for a great show.
Yeah.
It was a
Yes.
And then
terrific club. Yeah.
I walked off and I go, "We gotta go on tour."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked
Yeah.
off stage and I go, "Why isn't this life?"
Yeah,
After all we've
on cloud
accomplished,
nine.
right. Dude?
after all we've done,
Yeah.
after all the skills we have,
Totally.
after we made some decent money tonight,
Yeah.
why the fuck isn't this 3-4 nights a week?
People were crying afterwards, hugging us. They
yeah.
couldn't have been happy. One guy was going to film all of it. He was like, I'm going to make a movie about this. And it was like,
Great club. That was one thing that was kind of, it's not the club's fault, but we're in the green room and the guy comes in and he goes, "Hey, I'm filming all you guys in. It's like $4 a minute if you want the footage."
Yeah, the fucking guy never responded.
He did it.
No.
That's his living. First of all, just so you know,
yeah, we both hit him up and it's
Yeah,
like
the fucking
$4
guy-
a minute. And he still was like, fuck those
Yeah.
guys, hard pass.
$4 a minute is so expensive because most of the time
Yeah.
it's just free.
Right.
Or you can
Right,
use
or
your
20
phone.
bucks.
Or like you're allowed to use your own.
Right. Well, I got the audio, but yeah, apparently Fucknuts isn't gonna give me the goddamn fucking tape.
I think
Yeah.
I think he finally just quit. Like, I can't take this.
Yeah.
He's just like us, like working on spec.
He
He's
might have
like, I
just been
can't work like
insane
this.
and not
He's
have
like,
actually
you know
filmed
what?
anything.
Look,
You know?
I'm just gonna stick to Food for Less job.
Yeah.
This is too hard.
Yeah. So, and we also, like poor Craig, we actually listened to the map. I don't even use Waze, but the regular
Right.
Apple map
Yeah.
is getting smarter.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, we were over the grapevine. I was like, take a ride on McBean Parkway or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're like, and there's that moment when the computer suggests it and you go, should I really?
Right.
Should I really
Are
listen
you sure
to this
Hal,
thing?
that that's what we want to do?
Are we going to Magic Mountain
Right,
tonight?
right.
What's happening?
Yeah, dude. No, I've
We
ignored.
we took it.
Oh.
We had a nice little
And it saved
scenic
us.
route.
Yeah.
I'm convinced it saved us like 40 minutes.
easy.
They always do that over the grapevine. They'll
Yeah.
condense it
Yeah.
to, because we did see the one sign that warned us as well.
What did you do? Did you do a different
Oh
way?
fuck no! I've learned. I've ignored Waze before, and it's like you need to
Now
turn
you'll pay the
down
price.
fucking Knife Cut Alley, and I'm like, nah, we're not.
Get out of the car, walk across the stream.
It's a guy named.
Yeah,
Knife
no,
Cut.
I've
It's not,
ignored it.
you
I'll
know.
be like, no, I don't need crack tonight. I don't need to go through this neighborhood, and then I'm just stuck in traffic. And I'm like, I should have listened to you. I'm so sorry.
It never fails on, it's always so great to get the Brea or the Irvine Improv gig.
Yeah.
Where you're working for just 4 days straight.
And it's
you're,
just-
you're working with some cool headliner, or at least a famous headliner.
Right. You have your choice of the 405 or the 5.
You're
you
eating
know.
free chicken wings. Make it a double. Give me 24 chicken wings. I don't give a fuck. And then you're cruising home. You had a good set, and it's just like brake lights.
Oh,
Yeah.
The first time I ever played Irvine Improv, first of all, the first time I ever played the Irvine Improv, there was this guy. It was my new management company.
Okay.
And I go, how do you, this is like late 90s or
Sure,
early
yeah.
2000s.
Okay, yeah.
And I go, how do I get to the Irvine Improv? I asked this manager. And
Practice.
Yeah, right? He goes, He starts explaining it to me. He goes, it's where the 5 and the 405. If you can't find it, you're a fucking retard, he tells me.
That's a good manager.
That's nice.
That's a good manager.
That's nice.
He has it figured out.
And that stops you from asking questions. You just
Right,
go, oh,
yeah.
okay, I guess if
fair.
I can't find it,
It's catch as catch can when I get there.
I'm a word we can't say in 20 years. And I was late as shit. I was so late.
Yeah.
Right.
To the MC, I already missed my set. Luckily, they put me up anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
But I'm in. This is how like egocentric I am, and how much I think everyone is into show business. I go into a Taco Bell nearby. I can't find the Irvine Improv. I can't find the Irvine
Right.
Spectrum. The words Irvine Spectrum were never used, and I
You're
have
just looking for signs for the improv.
Yeah,
There's a
okay.
gigantic Ferris wheel that they're not telling you about.
Right, so I hit the 405 on the 5. Where's the goddamn show? Right? So I go into Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And I ask somebody that's just working behind the Taco Bell counter, hey, do you know where the Irvine Improv is? And he goes, no. I'm just
I don't know.
fucking scrambling. And sometime I found it. I had a good set. Everything worked out. But I could have missed the whole show, man.
Yeah,
Easy.
Easily.
You know?
Back then it wasn't like you had your phone. It was the Thomas Brothers map guide was the only thing anybody had back
Thomas
then.
guide, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the TomTom if you were rich. You
I
had
didn't-
like a TomTom.
Oh, that was the machine.
yeah,
right?
the little device.
Wow, welcome back to fucking old guys trying to explain technology. The machine.
My boy Randy, friend of the podcast,
Yeah.
we were roommates. So like he let me borrow your Thomas guide.
Yeah.
And then next time I looked through it, there's no Hollywood page.
He just ripped it out.
Like a fucking phone book.
Jesus.
You're like, son of a bitch.
Damn it, Randy.
Randy!
You don't think anyone's going to use Hollywood ever?
I had to use one.
He's like, yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I had to buy one of those last year.
A Thomas guide?
Thomas
Why?
guide, because my boss.
Can we? I'm sorry, but can we tell the audience what it is? It was,
Oh, yeah.
It was as big as the phone book.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like 2-3 inches
And-
thick.
And
you
it's
had
just a map.
but there was an index, so
Yeah.
you had to look up
Right.
what town.
Coordinates.
So if you were in Glendale, you had to find. It wasn't in alphabetical order.
No.
You had to then find an index. Oh, okay, B21.
Yeah.
Then you go to page B21.
Right.
And so if you're like on the cusp of Glendale
Right.
and La Canada or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
you're like, oh God, now I gotta find La Canada. You
Yeah,
know,
right,
you don't know
yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah,
that
'cause
book, if shit does go Mad Max, will be the most valuable prize
Oh,
in
man.
the game.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
probably.
And yeah, they got oil up in Atwater. I heard they got some water.
I've already
in
marked
Frogtown.
all the gas
It's not
stations.
irradiated. It's perfect. You know?
Yeah, no, she made me buy one because we were scouting houses, looking for places to film in.
Yeah,
And so she's like, you got zip code such and such.
that's what it was. It was zip codes.
So she's
Yeah.
like, you're looking in this entire zip code. And,
That's
and
pages
so I
36 through 72.
seriously, and I'd have to find between this street and then north and south and go look at houses in there.
Just die. I
And,
would
like,
rather just die now.
So then it was me and Karen, who's really fun to do shit like that with, because Karen's funny.
you guys have built a marriage off of driving around.
Yeah, yeah, we really have.
I always hear
Yeah,
about
we
that.
really have,
Like
yeah.
you guys always used to be yard sailing,
Yeah, there's adventures in the
smoking
car.
weed.
Yeah, and
You guys are
she-
down for the trip.
And she's fun because she loves to talk shit. And it's one of our favorite pastimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like our kid does not like it.
Really?
She used to
My
not
parents
like
are hostile.
Yeah, when we would just start mad talking shit about people and laughing our asses off, she's just like, "What's wrong with you guys?"
Right.
I
But
love
then-
that that's her rebellion to you.
Right.
It's like she doesn't talk shit.
But then when she started working a job at the mall,
That's what does it.
Guess who comes home talking mad shit about?
Now you don't
people?
like the general
And we're
public.
like, yeah.
Now you
yeah,
get it.
exactly. Now she gets it. And now when we talk smack, here she is in the back seat, like, yeah, look at that idiot. And just
Right.
we're like,
Let me
here
tell
we
you about
go.
this motherfucker at Wetzel's
Yeah.
Pretzels.
Here's our
And
kid.
fuck Starbucks too.
the funnest part about like looking at people's mansions, like with Karen.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking to people that have lived in apartments.
Right.
Our whole
Right.
Our whole 26 years.
You start to
together.
realize, even if you get the house, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
Right.
It's still gonna be mostly apartments your whole life.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll start driving through Beverly Hills or whatever, and we just start mad talking shit about someone's mansion. Like, oh, look at this basic ass fucking Spanish colonial. Like, fuck that. Yeah,
My house
oh.
looks like a Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice Tudor.
Oh, French revisionist mansion. Ooh.
Ooh, someone's first flying buttress, is it?
But then you see these houses where I'll be like, big deal, what's this doing in Beverly Hills? And then you look beyond it and you're like, oh, that's the security house.
Right?
That's the house. And it's just this castle, you know, and you're like, whoa.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Can you
dude.
imagine living in a castle?
No.
Go up to like Hertz Castle, you imagine just the fucking
Oh, shit.
balls?
Yeah.
Just the
Seriously.
self-confidence you would have.
Right?
If you just had that much
Yeah.
surface area.
I deserve this much space.
Yeah.
And a zoo.
I mean,
You know?
I've been in those mansions where it's like there's more people that work there than live there.
That's a I don't know if I could handle that.
I wouldn't like it at all.
Yeah.
There's like 5 people in my house all the time.
Somebody quits, you hire somebody new, and they're there the next day. You just
Yes.
met them the next day. One day I was staying in a comedy condo, and they're like, yeah, this guy who's training to be a server, he's in from Arkansas. He's going to be staying at the comedy condo. And I'm like, what?
Serial
Like,
killer.
we don't
what?
know this guy?
Yeah. Shank.
He's like, don't worry, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this lock on my bedroom door isn't so cool.
Yeah.
Not working so
Not
well.
strong enough.
Yeah. I can't wait till I have more money, more problems.
We were just filming at a house, and this house is insane. Like marble, an entire house made of marble.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the woman collects statues.
That's the 3 little pigs right there. We're making
Honestly.
it. That's the 4th little pig.
Yeah, you ain't knocking this
Marble.
motherfucker down. Yeah.
Fuck brick.
Fuck brick. Yeah.
We're doing marble.
Stucco. Wow. Look at this old son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm the 4th pig. People don't really talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. 'Cause
The brick pig really rewrote history on
right,
this one.
right. I'm impenetrable like a motherfucker. So this lady's thing is to collect Greek statues,
Okay.
and so
That's a lot of
Is
dicks.
this in Hollywood? Is
No.
it that late, the dude who had all the statues of Adam?
no,
Is
but
yard?
they could. She'd probably buy his statue collection. I could tell you that. I mean, there was, you know, the picture of Adam and God. It's touching
Yeah,
hands.
Yeah.
She had 3 versions of that.
Yeah.
One's not
And
enough.
one was the size of like my apartment, and we all just walk in this little room in the wall, and we all you just heard like, and you know, and these people are just like me. We've all been in these houses, and we all just go, Jesus,
Yeah.
like look at that, like
Yeah, my mother-in-law's house looks like the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah.
The amount of religious statues and
Yes.
decorations.
so. This place was like walking into a small version of Caesar's Palace.
Right.
Kind of tacky, I'll be honest. But the bathroom,
Caesar's Palace is tacky? How dare you?
yeah, and the bathrooms had gold knobs for the
Yeah.
sink, like a fucking eagle or whatever, and it's all gold.
Yeah.
Gold in the sink. And she's like, you can't use the sink.
Uh-huh.
Right.
She's all, if you do, you got to clean it right away. And in my head, I'm just like, well, then what fucking, it's a sink.
Right.
Why the fuck have a sink you can't use?
It's gold.
Because gold, baby, gold.
You
Because
get
it's
it, Craig,
gold,
it's gold.
jackass.
Over by the Beverly Center, there's this real fancy hotel. Mm-hmm. And I came out of it, like, if you put me in rich surroundings, I'm gonna steal something. So, like, I was in the restroom.
Is that your thing?
That's cool.
That's everyone's
I like
thing,
it.
I think.
It reminds
We're
me.
going to take a little
I saw these
souvenir.
little soaps, and I was like, let's take a
That's coming home.
Yeah.
And then I went to have dinner with my cousin, and I was like, she's a girl. She likes soap. They all love soap.
Sure.
And so I was like,
Girls like
here,
Girls
take
like soap.
these. And she was like, Mike, these aren't soap. They're chocolate. And I was like, okay, give them back. Return my property. That is not for you.
These are chocolates.
These are rich people's chocolates.
That's when you know you're rich, when your soap is made of chocolate.
Yeah, I OD'd on rich people chocolate that night.
That's pretty good. Good diva.
Yeah.
So the worst part about this lady, she was insane, but she micromanaged everything. But her poor little husband,
Yeah.
she starts yelling at this guy.
Poor little husband.
I felt so sorry for this dude.
He's probably 6 foot tall, but just
Clean the
No.
gold, Jerry.
so
Clean the gold.
emasculated
He
that
was-
he's like, meh.
He was like my height. Nice guy. all of a sudden, I just hear the whole crew, there's like, 10 and 15 of us, shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. And we're all just like, what?
But that's the moment where you go, yes, I will get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm gone.
And I don't know if I'm coming back.
Yeah.
But they always come back for the gold sink, don't
Yeah,
they?
they always got to come
It
back.
doesn't
for
sound
the
like that guy
gold
knows how to
thing.
get food outside of that house.
That guy drove about
That guy's
he
just
drove about a
stuck
mile and
there.
a half and started thinking about that gold sink and son of a bitch.
He goes,
Son
what
of
am
a
I going to go
bitch.
shit on a regular toilet
I'm spoiled
in
for
a
life.
in a McDonald's somewhere?
Right.
I'm going back to this abusive relationship.
Like, I'm still in this.
I'm in
just
a
all
gilded cage.
Nobody's getting my gold sinks.
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare. Some other guy
It
comes and
was.
takes his place, and he's like, "Son of a bitch."
Yeah, probably somebody off the film crew.
Yeah.
Hey, one of you grips want to stay here tonight? And maybe
Or-
forever?
She can yell at me all she wants.
I got
Or-
the paperwork right here.
Yeah, or you're the guy that drives by and goes, sucker!
Yeah.
It's all yours, fuckhead!
Yeah. Go live
Yeah.
in the LA River
Yeah.
for the rest of your life. Like,
I'm gonna-
freedom, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Freedom.
I live in the woods
Oh,
now.
speaking of train hobos and stuff like that, did
We
you
were
guys
talking about that,
remember
yes.
the fucking
That's it.
the
You don't see that so much anymore.
No.
the Amazon heists that the homeless were doing
What's that?
Heard
Tell
about
me.
this.
Please tell me more.
over the LA River?
Yep.
They were watching the trains and figured out that it has to slow down to a crawl to get across the LA River for some reason. And they
Yeah.
were like, jackpot. And
Wow.
so they started breaking in and just throwing boxes
Wow.
into the LA
Yes.
River.
And then go
And then
through
they
it.
would just pilfer whatever they wanted and just shit can the rest of it.
Wow,
We're
man.
talking piles of
I've
trash.
never rooted for the homeless so hard than in that situation.
Isn't that interesting? Because it seems like a Bonnie and Clyde thing.
It is.
Where you're
It's
actually
totally
rooting
that.
for them, even though it's your package.
Right. Yeah. I
That's
was like,
getting
I'd
my
probably-
stuff.
You're the one that paid for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I was
And-
like, all I order is action figures anyway. Let them have them.
I think there's a certain guilt that goes with Amazon.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm too lazy to go get it. The Amazon employees
Fair.
are kind of underpaid and are
Yeah.
stressed the fuck out. That's where half the accidents come from in Los Angeles.
Yeah, let these Robin Hood men in tights motherfuckers go and take all this shit. I'm cool with that.
And you're giving money to like such a rich guy, and you're
Yes.
not
Yeah.
giving your money. And by the way, I don't billionaire shame, but still, you're
But
giving
he's-
all your money to one guy
Right.
when you could give it to the
And
people in
he's
your
spending
neighborhood.
it on a rocket ship, so it's like, yeah.
I was
And you don't
just
get to
gonna
come.
say,
no,
yeah.
I'm not invited to that party.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those rich guys are building rocket ships. And
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, I think they've been to a few meetings we haven't.
And
been to.
they know just how temporary this world is becoming.
Yeah.
And
You
I'm
know?
sure
Yeah.
they were like, oh, well, let's invite Mike Black to the rocket ship. It's like, no, he steals from rich people.
He thinks
He's
he thinks
going to rip
it's-
shit off the
yeah.
spaceship.
He thinks it's funny when we lose.
Yeah, he's going
Did you ever
to
hear
take all
that
the chocolate.
that Seth Rogen story? It's in his book where like he's meeting with George Lucas about maybe writing some Star Wars, whatever. And George Lucas mentions that he has a rocket ship
Yeah.
that he's gonna escape.
What?
And like he says he's got one, and Seth Rogen goes,
Oh.
"Hey, can I get a seat on that rocket ship?" And George Lucas goes, "No." Like very seriously, no.
Yeah, no.
And you're not
Seth-
going to get to write a Star Wars movie now.
Yeah, but also Seth's like rational thinking was, oh, he must have one
Yeah.
if he says no,
Right.
because otherwise you just go yes, ha 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 ha. ha.
Yeah, he knows legal contracts and verbal contracts in California
You
are
said
binding. He's like,
yes.
nope.
He doesn't
hard
want
no.
he doesn't want Pineapple Express trying to claw his way in on during Armageddon.
No, I'm going to
know?
look at you die as I fly away.
George Lucas is like, I got asthma. I'm not hanging with the stoner the rest of my
Yeah,
life.
no doubt.
You write me 500 Star Wars scripts and we'll see.
I have spent some time recently trying to convince my wife.
Yeah.
She's young. She's 37. That David Lee Roth was like a sex symbol in the early 80s.
Now, is this
And
because...
she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm showing her Van Halen videos.
Like,
where
you're
he's
showing
jumping
old
off.
ones.
Ice cream
Yeah.
man.
But also, I'm also showing her the solo career, the original solo
sure.
career,
Just
where
the
Van
gigolo.
Halen's like, yeah, we got 10 new songs and a new singer and 10 new guitar solos, and David Lee Roth's like, I got 4 cover songs.
Yeah, and a just as big a career.
Yeah, and I think
Unbelievable.
he was leading the
Yeah.
pack. I think that was actually the idea. Like,
Yeah.
let's put out these cover songs real quick. We'll put out some good videos. MTV will be all over it. Who the fuck is Sammy Hagar anyway?
Right.
You know. But to try to like, he's always got like his shirt off, and he's got like hairy shoulders.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's
A
not
lot of shit that
he's
just
not-
wouldn't fly today.
Right. And I'm also explaining to her, like, you know this guy from The Sopranos. He's at one of the card games.
Right.
And he goes, I used to be able to write off condoms. And I'm like, you never understood that joke because this guy used to get some ass.
Major.
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
unbelievable amount.
He used to be able to write off condoms. That's not really a joke. And,
Right.
Yeah.
and she's like, suspenders? white gloves?
That's too funny.
Like no shirt?
That's too
Spandex?
funny, dude. Oh,
Hairy shoulders?
that's so
Doing a lot
good.
of this?
Yeah.
Like doing like
jazz hands, spirit fingers.
when you're a kid, you think Van Halen's heavy metal.
Sure.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of like show tune,
Yeah.
like backyard party vibes to Van Halen. A lot of cover
Absolutely.
songs.
Right.
A lot of like stripper endings, like down, 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 down.
Yeah.
And she just like cannot wrap her head around it, and it's so fucking funny to me.
I read that text you sent.
Yeah.
I spent the whole night trying to
Yeah.
convince my wife that David Lee Roth was a sex symbol.
Yeah.
My wife fell out laughing, and she's all, "Yeah, she's totally not wrong."
It's like explaining it to an alien. You're like, no,
Right.
this is sexy.
You're like, there
This-
was a time.
This dude got laid every
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
I remember he had a poster at a shoe store in the mall where it was him, and he had like a little thing over his crotch that said "slippery when wet." But you could see like pubes coming out over the side.
Yeah!
And I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, exactly the fucking poster you're talking
I was like,
about.
no.
Fucking gross.
And he's only like 27, but he has like man vibes.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
he's
yeah.
like a
a
man.
man. Yeah. I never reached that
and
level
just
of
a
madness.
straight basket case too, like just the craziest motherfucker that ever
Well,
lived.
but also the best part is like he was the one that was most Eddie Van Halen, obviously the mastermind.
Sure.
But David Lee Roth has this whole other agenda where, like, you look at the videos and he's the one comfortable on camera.
Yes.
And they're doing dances and everything.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
they're
he's
they
killing
ju-
it in the videos.
It's clear they
Yeah.
just learned the moves like 5 minutes ago.
They bought
and he's
that-
just like,
yeah.
wow.
Yes.
Like that.
I'm a showman.
In the California Girls video where he's just walking down the boardwalk, like
Yeah.
fucking touching women on their stomachs and everything.
Right, doing all sorts of jazz moves and stuff. Yeah.
On Dave TV. So fucking cool.
And all that shit drove the Van Halens insane.
Of
Yeah.
course. How
They're
could
like,
it not?
We're not like
Right.
that.
Right.
Look at what we can do. Yeah, what you can do doesn't fucking matter.
Like,
to anyone
anyway.
on video.
That guy can do the splits.
Yeah. No,
in
that
the
was-
air.
That like exploded on impact. They finally became mainstream in 1984, and it was
Right.
just over.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
You met David Lee Roth? I met him at the Comedy Store before.
Did you?
I saw him. I didn't bother
That's pretty
him.
great.
I was
Yeah.
like, he's got a full plate. He doesn't need to meet me.
That's pretty
I was
great.
chilling with Mark Ellis,
Yeah.
who was like the biggest Van
huge
Halen fan
fan.
you can have. So like naturally, it was just gravitated. Like
Yeah.
David Lee Roth was like, oh, he could smell it on Mark. And so now I'm just sitting here talking to David Lee Roth, dude.
Yeah.
And he's cracking all the jokes, and we're laughing like schoolgirls. Like,
Yeah. Oh, David.
Yeah, without a doubt. Oh, David.
And again, he's probably like 38, and I'm like, this dude's fucking ancient, you know? You know, that's like when you're 22, you think anyone who's 28.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just
Is
ready
like a
to die.
grandfather.
Yeah, fully. Fully.
Let's check in
Uh-oh.
with an Eric Allen Wendell. Aaron, can we do that? And
Oh, my balls.
in the meantime, Mike Black was telling me like there's these guys that dress up like stormtroopers.
Oh, the 501st.
Yeah.
Vader's Fist, they're called. They do charity work
that's-
dressed up as movie accurate stormtroopers.
Right.
And if your costume is not movie accurate, they'll kick you out. You're
I
not
like that.
part of it. But
like that.
they got to do a thing I was telling Matt about on the season finale of The Mandalorian. They needed a bunch of stormtroopers, and they're like, well, we better call Central Casting. And one guy was like, why don't we just get the 501st to do it?
Honestly.
They ship them in or fly them in or whatever.
From
and,
wherever.
And they go, hey, we need you for a private event. They don't tell them what it is. They open the doors to the soundstage. They're all in their uniforms and everything. And they're seeing like a full-size TIE fighter and like all sorts of like laser cannons and the Mandalorians there and everything. And they start crying. They're freaking out.
Stormtrooper tears.
Yeah, they're like, it's ruining their costumes.
It's
and
all
stuff.
like leaking down their neck.
It's all clone tears.
And like one of them was like, oh, Bill's going to be pissed. Who's Bill? Oh, he called in sick. He couldn't make it today.
Fuck Bill, dude.
Bill's fucked.
Just never tell Bill.
Yeah, never.
You can't. Bill can't recover from
Bill
that.
will kill himself.
Yeah, he didn't
for
miss
sure.
anything. Some kid with cancer, it was like, whatever. I don't even think he's alive anymore.
And so they got him to do it, and they were like, is there any way we could get you guys to stand in a military formation? And they were like, which one? We have 576 that we know.
Which one?
They're like, whatever you want. And so it was like the best thing that's ever happened to a Star Wars fan.
And as I told Mike on the trip up to Bakersfield, dress for the job you want.
That's it.
Not the job you have.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
I mean, that'd be so great if Lucas like sent him the Millennium Falcon to pick him up.
Oh, that he could do it. He could totally do it.
Eric Wendell is here. He's got his sunglasses on.
Hell yeah.
He's
Inside.
cursing silently, which means the audio is almost ready.
Fucked up. I forgot to sync my earbuds.
He's
Fuck.
been to
God
There we
damn
go.
it. Sorry.
Coffee Bean. That's okay, Wendell. That's
He's been
okay.
to Coffee Bean.
We got plenty of time. Is everything okay?
You look stressed.
I'm trying to sync my ear.
He literally almost always looks like the guy, like the plane's going down, and he's
This whole
just,
time I forgot to do it.
we're out of gas.
Tell
Sorry.
everyone I love him.
Joe-
He's like Denzel Washington in Flight. He's had 3 screwdrivers.
Oh, our second engine's
Oh my
out.
gosh. They make it so hard.
They make
They
it,
make it so hard.
it's so.
Yeah, I know.
he
I'll
talking
put
to
myself
us,
up
or-
for that one.
Dude,
I can
you're
hear
like-
you guys over the volume on the speakers. But
That's okay.
You're like 50 miles away on the screen. This is amazing. It's
Oh, and we
wow,
might,
what happened there? You tipped the whole screen. Wow.
Oh,
Patreon.com
man.
/ the full
sorry.
charge. Help us get some equipment for Wendell.
We need a tutorial class for Mr. Wendell.
Yeah.
This angle is perfect.
Yeah.
I guess I can just use the speaker. You guys can hear.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
I
can
hear
hear you.
We'll pretend it's.
I'm gonna have to use the speakers on the iPad and not my earbuds because I forgot to connect them and I can't do it now because we're live.
We'll
Sorry.
pretend it's April 2020, and we'll zoom out and zoom in on Eric Wendell's life.
Yes. Sorry, it's probably way louder because is it okay? Can you hear me okay?
Can't even,
Wendell?
couldn't even tell the difference.
It's fine. It's absolutely the same thing. We could skip straight to this next week.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
First of all, anything you'd like to update us on? And second of all, what movie have you watched? What TV show have you watched? What are we going to review today?
I am back to work tomorrow, so the free ride
Oh!
is ended.
All right.
How's your ankle?
It's great. Like it feels way better. Like it was really bad for a month or two there. I mean, it takes a while to heal, but it was really bad like the first few weeks. Like my whole ankle was like black and blue everywhere and stuff. It was really bad.
Did they give you a robotic foot or
We have the technology. The time is now. The $3,000 man.
I wish I had some legs that kick the shit out of everything and stuff. That'd be great.
That'd be great, dude. The $3,000 man, and it's just
It's like a tin can.
still just a guy, a baggage guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of our greatest experiments. It's his first cyborg. What does he do?
Dude,
Well,
I'd
he
be
works
able to
at the
load
airport.
heavy freight with ease. I would
Yeah.
just use my robotic leg and just push it right in, like boom, gone.
I found your bag. He's like leaping across the airport.
It looks like a lot of his parts were duct taped on. That doesn't seem right.
The
Dude, but I would need those
$2.99
sound
man.
effects from that show playing in my ears as I was
Yeah.
sprinting, like to make it more realistic.
he has to make that sound as he's running. No, 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 no.
And then the Bionic Woman, was that Lee Majors' girlfriend? Did they ever interact?
I think
they did interact.
They interacted, but that was his sister, so it was creepy.
That's too bad.
What?
Real creepy. Yeah.
That was his sister?
Or something.
Fucking
It wasn't his wife.
Today
That's too
years
bad.
old.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
What was Heather Thomas on that show? That was his
Fall
sister? Is that
Guy.
what you
The
said?
Fall Guy.
No, wrong show.
Yeah, on both shows.
Oh, really?
That was
Oh,
his
okay.
sister. It was a crossover, and they fought Bigfoot.
Well, hold on. Was Heather Thomas the Bionic Woman?
No.
They fought Bigfoot.
No, I know they did. It was like the fucking best
On both
episode of all
shows.
time.
Hold on. On both shows, they fought Bigfoot?
Wait, you're
I don't
talking
know.
Fall Guy and
They might have. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really watch
It was
it.
Lindsay-
all
I get
that often.
jokes. I get
yeah.
jokes.
it was Lindsay Wagner was
Right.
the Bionic Woman.
Sure.
No, that's a true fact.
I said sure.
And then
I'm with you.
their show
And
crossed
Lee
over
Majors. Lee Majors, though, was dating Farrah Fawcett.
in real life.
Farrah Fawcett Majors is his wife, or was,
In real life.
in real life.
No shit.
I'm glad we finally got up to speed.
Okay, that's
yeah.
good.
Now we're all on the same
Now
page.
all-
1982 gossip.
Yeah, so if all the young people could just fucking Google everybody's name we just said.
Yeah.
To the young people, you know that movie, The Fall Guy, that's out right now?
It's
Yeah.
all based on that.
This is
It's
all the
based
history
on
to
the
that.
Fall
Pretty
Guy.
sure everybody we just mentioned is currently dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Lee Majors is in the Fall Guy movie.
Are you serious?
All right.
He's still alive.
All right, I
Spoiler
need to
alert.
Whoa,
see that.
spoiler alert. Whoa, I didn't bring that up last week. That out for people to
It's
find
been out for a week and a
That's-
half.
that's so- that's
and
so
the internet
funny.
exists. I'm sorry.
I forgot you even reviewed that.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
so what are you reviewing this week? And
Well, I'm a little bit late on this one because I wanted to review the stuff I saw
here we
more
go.
recently in the theater. But I wanted to review Unfrosted, that Jerry Seinfeld movie that
What?
he wrote and directed, because it was really fucking funny.
What's it called?
And there was a lot of great people in it.
okay, let's slow down. Tell us about the movie. It's called Unfrosted. Jerry Seinfeld directed it.
Never heard of it.
He's in it.
He's in it. He's got a million other people. He got Jim Gaffigan in it, Amy Schumer,
Okay.
a bunch of this SNL people, like tons of people were in it, right? It's really funny. It's on Netflix. Netflix actually didn't fuck this up because Jerry Seinfeld probably didn't let them fuck it up, right?
Hold on.
But it was really funny. Like, and you're sitting there thinking, like, how do you make a fucking hour and a half or so long movie about Pop-Tarts?
It's a
How's
show
that
about
possibly gonna be
nothing.
good? Right. He's the king of making stuff about nothing, and he pulled it off. It was fucking hilarious. There's some stuff in there. I'm not going to give it away, but there's some special cameos and sneak up cameos that you're not going to expect. And you're like, oh my god, that's so fucking great. At least
Can I
did.
stop you for a second? Is sneak up cameo a thing?
I think it's now.
It sounds like a
What is a
crime.
sneak up
I just
cameo?
coined it. That's a new thing.
Yeah.
Is that like a photobomb cameo? Like, yeah, I'm in the
I'm
movie.
trademarking that.
It's like, hey, what are you doing here? Murderer! Sneak up cameo.
Sneak up cameo.
Well, I can't tell you what I really
Stab.
mean by it without giving it away. So I don't.
Your Honor, my client was just doing a sneak up cameo. That wasn't a murder.
It's like they're shooting a scene on the street. A car drives up, window rolls down. Hey, it's Sylvester Stallone.
Sneak up cameo. Peel out cameo.
Yeah, peel out cameo.
Yeah, you're watching a movie, all of a sudden Schwarzenegger's doing a donut in the background. In his car.
Hanging out
Peel
the
out
window.
cameo.
Woo!
Fuck Vin Diesel.
I should have been in this movie.
All right, where are we at
That would
with
be
this
great.
Pop-Tart movie?
Dude, it was so funny. Like, like I was saying, like it really is a movie about nothing, but at the heart of it, it takes place in like the 60s or something
Early
like that, right?
60s.
Like it's a period comedy. And
Gross.
I don't know if this is even a real thing. Like, it takes place in Battle Creek, Michigan, or something. Which
That's
is
a real
supposedly the
thing.
headquarters-
That's Kellogg's.
That's a real place.
Kellogg's.
Yeah.
It's supposedly the headquarters of Kellogg's and Post, and they they're right across
Supposedly,
the street from each other.
It's
competing
world
and all-
famous.
That
I
is
mean,
a
that
big-
is where they are, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
A lot of conspiracy theories about
You're like,
It's
I don't
printed.
know.
It's actually printed on every single cereal box. Battle Creek, Michigan.
Okay.
Because back in the day, again for the kids, We would just
For the
read.
kids.
We would just read the box of cereal.
Yeah.
Fuck your
Yeah.
iPad.
Right.
We turn it around. All right, I'm gonna look at Dig'em Smacks, scooping this shit up for like 3 minutes while I eat.
Yeah, I did no research on whether that was real or not, but that's basically the show is them competing with each other, and Amy Schumer is the CEO, head honcho of Post, and Jim Gaffigan is the CEO. He's actually named one of the Kellogg's.
Does he
in
go
in
on?
the movie?
Is there a Hot Pockets joke in there? Spoiler.
I wish that there wasn't. I don't remember
I know
hearing
one
one.
sneak up cameo is John
you?
Hamm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I was talking about because that shit was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
And the other
But,
guy
yeah.
from Mad Men.
It's
the
a
Silver
really
Fox,
great movie.
Paul Silver Fox or
Sterling.
whatever his name.
Roger Sterling.
Yeah. That's close.
Silver Fox.
Yeah, that whole
You know,
scene is
I
hilarious.
got to stop for a second. You know, speaking of like viewing older people when you're younger, the guy was only like 45 in the first
Are you
episode
serious?
of
Yeah.
Mad Men. But since he has gray hair, you're like, you old son of a bitch.
I'm stepping into traffic as soon as this is
It was
over.
like Steve Martin. The whole time we've ever known Steve Martin, he's had gray hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Good observation.
But yeah,
that's true.
This movie's great. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
All right.
And
And I'm that's 5 ice cream trucks all day.
okay.
Jerry pulled it off.
All
It's
day.
Great.
All
In the
fucking
summer.
day, Mike. All day.
That's
all
5 ice
fucking
cream
day.
cone breakfast cereals. You ever have that? It's just ice cream cones and like
Oh, I
fake,
had that
fake
shit.
ice cream
Yeah.
scoops.
Yeah, that sounds good. And
It's
not
Wait,
5
what-
golden grams all day long.
I love Golden Grams.
What was the ice cream in the ice cream cone?
I do too.
It was just like it was essentially corn puffs,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it like scraped, it fucked up the roof of
Oh,
your
so
mouth.
like Crunchberry style, maybe.
Yeah, so you got the little
Oh.
balls and you got it was actual ice cream cones for the
Yeah.
tiny ice cream cones. I mean, these
The
breakfasts.
technology was there.
Yeah.
But I mean, these breakfasts we used to eat were just full of like.
Do you remember Quisp? It was just
No.
little corn
I
sugar
know what you're
bowls.
talking about.
It had an alien on the box with a propeller on his
Yeah.
head. But the genius of it was when you poured milk on it, it would fill all the little bowls.
Oh, wow.
And it was delicious.
Yeah, I
Little
love
bulls.
the
Little
cereals.
bowls of milk.
Little bowls in the bowl. I like the concept of the cereal's good,
Yeah.
but it's gonna make the milk good too.
Yeah.
Like Cocoa Puffs.
When it
Cinnamon
changed
Toast
colors.
Crunch,
Yeah.
that style. Yeah.
Good call.
Cocoa Puffs was
Oh,
like
the
a
Cocoa
secret way
Pebbles
of
are the best
getting,
for that.
yeah, getting
I love-
chocolate milk.
I love the concept of Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
I love Silly Rabbit. Tricks
Yeah.
are for kids. Like
Yeah.
he can't eat his own cereal.
The one that I never got though was the Kellogg's Tiger, Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get the connection to him and just Frosted Flakes.
Look, goddammit.
True.
It's
That's
a cartoon.
The gimmick didn't connect.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
I was
didn't-
like, I get he's very interesting and charismatic, but
they
what
don't go
What the
together.
fuck does he have to do
I
with
think
cornflakes?
it's because a tiger will attack you, and those things look like scabs.
that's
I think
good.
that's what it was.
We'll take it.
That works
You're
for
gonna
me.
have to watch the
We'll take
movie
it.
because Hugh Grant plays Tony the Tiger in the movie, and
right.
I don't know
Wow.
if any of this is true, but there's a whole story
Another
between
sneak up.
him and the creation of the tagline and that character. I
That's
don't
a
know if it's
real
true, but it's in the
sneaky
movie.
cameo because sneak up
Sneaky,
cameo because
yeah.
he's gonna take the mascot hat off the head.
Hugh Grant?
And it's Hugh fucking Grant.
I would believe Hugh
Dude,
Jackman.
there's so many people in this
Tony
movie. I
the
mean, he must have had
Tiger,
everyone
but not
like
Hugh
for
Grant.
scale because
Hugh-
there's no way they're in there for their main race.
Hugh Grant is also
There's so many good actors.
he also
He's
plays one of the
British.
guys at the end of The Shining that goes down on the guy in the hotel room. All right,
Sneak
Wendell.
up cameo.
I think that's going to do it. Thanks for naming the episode. I think Sneak Up Cameo. is really,
Without a doubt.
Will you do a sneak up cameo on Cameo for people that?
yes. Let's start a cameo.
Let's start cameo.
And no charge. We'll just send it to you. Sneak up. Happy birthday.
I'll sneak up in your DMs for $3.
Nice.
Thanks for listening to the Full Charge Power Hour, and we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Eat your breakfast, everybody.
out, fam.
It's the most disgusting meal of the day.
Go get that Patreon, yo.
Patreon.com/The Full Charge.
Boom.